Hey there, Aquarius. Welcome to your reading for mid-May. This is your May bonus, sorry. And we're going to jump right in here. I have a little bit of a time crunch this weekend, so these are going to be a little bit shorter, but you have this silence card. It says, moving in silence while you continue to build. Yes, you and Leo, your opposite sign, I definitely feel whatever you're working on, like don't share those things out to the world until they're ready, and don't tell anyone what you're doing at this point. You also have the Soul Tribe card. It says you're attracting your soul tribe who will support you. I think Aquarius has had a lot of experiences in regards to people in their lives over the past few years. And again, with Pluto entering into your sign, which will officially be in November, it's retrograding right now, what will happen is that, I feel that you could be kind of, doing a lot of reinventing yourself or presenting yourself in new ways or changing who you are. It's not like you're becoming a different person or something. I think that you're really stepping into who you've always been. And now people are going to start to notice you, right? People are going to start paying attention more to Aquarius. And you have this powerful move card. So I do feel it's like a very powerful time for you. I feel like Pluto and Aquarius is going to be pretty good for you. I think that the reason, Pluto gets a bad rap is when it's in Capricorn, it's as close to Earth as it possibly can be. So, Pluto has a highly elliptical orbit, comes very close to Capricorn, to the Earth when it's in Capricorn, then it goes out. And now Pluto is heading out when it officially moves into your sign in November. And so I don't really feel it's that big of a deal. We'll see big changes in the world. We already are. But I think for you that you could be kind of like establishing yourself. The King of Pentacles is a card of establishment, and you could be establishing yourself in life in a different way, or you could be presenting yourself in the world in a different way. And again, I think this reading is pretty simple. You end with this powerful move card, and I think that you are just making more powerful moves in the world. And this could be in work, business, love, money, spiritually, pretty much everywhere. And it's like you're just making yourself more established, and that's really the feeling I get off of the King of Pentacles. You have the Ten of Wands. It's kind of funny, like almost every single person I think has had the Ten of Wands for the month of May. If not in these readings, definitely in the May readings in general. And the Ten of Wands kind of suggests that you are getting to the end of a period of hard work. He's about to reach his home right here, and what he is carrying is his harvest. So those 10 wands represent something that he planted, something he wanted. So personally, I think the Ten of Wands is a good card. He's about to have a harvest. He's about to get his rewards for all his hard work, and I kind of feel that's what's going on for you. You do have the Tower here. I'm doing past, present, future, by the way. And so you could have had Tower moments, over the past, especially with Pluto, retrograding into Capricorn, which it's done already, and, kind of crossing that cusp of Capricorn and Aquarius. It's, that cusp is the death of establishment. So I think that that's why we see things like banks collapsing. We're going to see a lot more of that, stuff like that is because it's the death of establishment. So on a personal level, there could just be certain things that you're releasing that no longer serve you. And again, this is a good thing, not a bad thing. So wouldn't even worry about it. But it's also coming up in your past position. So, definitely wouldn't worry about it. But let's see. With the King of Pentacles, you have the Ten of Cups here. There is a little bit of love here. We go here with the Six of Cups as well. The Ten of Cups is kind of like fortune after difficulty. So it kind of confirms the Ten of Wands, that there could be good things happening to you after a difficult period of time, or after doing a lot of work, or doing a lot of creative work. You could be getting your rewards. This could also be love again, and you could be attracting like a permanent connection into your life if you happen to be looking for love. With the Ten of Wands, you have the Hierophant. The Hierophant is marriage. Again, really good for love, this reading. If you are looking for love, you could be meeting a person that you could marry. The Hierophant also with the Ten of Wands could say that there are certain beliefs that are preventing you from moving forward, or are kind of like getting in the way of your success. So the Hierophant can sometimes represent needing to think outside the box and needing to come up with other ways of doing things. I'm a big fan of everyone doing that right now. I think that just the collective energy in general is encouraging innovation, Pluto and Aquarius, right? So even though it's not there yet, I would do whatever you can to innovate or, come up with new ideas or better ways of doing things. With the Tower, you have the King of Wands. Yeah, it definitely could be a fire sign. I think you always get fire with me in love. So if you are looking for love, it could be a fire sign that you're attracting. I also kind of feel like some of you have maybe had tower moments that are kind of like motivating you, which is great. I think after a tower moment, we should get motivated to rebuild or to build something back stronger and better, whatever the case may be. And as I've said before, I believe we're in a time where things are breaking, but instead of focusing on everything that's breaking, I think we're in a time of building, really. We need to build new things, better ideas, and they're going to come from us, not the government. So, I would build whatever positive thing you can in the world. You have this, the forces of nature favor you card. You also have this mystic circle. It says your abilities will be enhanced. I'm pretty sure in your first weekly reading for the month of May, you had a lot of these cards that would really represent being very intuitive or needing to tap into your intuition to create bigger improvements in your life. And I feel a lot of you could be doing exactly that. It's like you're doing things to make bigger improvements, and it is what it is. So I really like this for you. I feel like you're kind of following your intuition more, maybe listening to your inner voice more. You even have the Hangman. The Hangman is hanging upside down from the tree of knowledge and wisdom. He sacrificed the use of his arms and his legs so that he can gain wisdom. And so it just seems to me like you are gaining a bunch of wisdom, or you are learning a lot of things right now, and you could be putting that learning, what you have learned, into practice. At a certain point, the Hangman has to realize that he has to get off the tree, right? He has to set himself free because he's already gained the answers that he's been looking for. And I kind of feel that for you, Aquarius. It's like saying, you've already learned as much as you can. The next step is for you to take a step. Like at a certain point, we have to get over the analysis paralysis or the fear of not knowing enough, and we have to move forward towards whatever it is that we're trying to accomplish. And I feel like the Hangman is kind of like saying, okay, like you're ready to start moving forward. You're ready to start making progress. You have the Four Swords. Four Swords is resting, relaxing, recovering. With Pluto going retrograde, I would definitely say if you need rest, take rest. If you need to take a nap, take a nap. Fighting against it will definitely make things worse. So if you're feeling extra tired, if you're feeling like you need to sleep more, I would embrace it and don't try to fight against it. The Four Swords really represents blessings. There's a person right here blessing another person in the stained glass window. So when we don't force things to happen, we allow things to happen, and we also rest when we need it, then we have more energy when it's important, and that's how we can get our blessings with the Four Swords. So I would definitely make sure that you're not forcing yourself into anything. I would make sure that you're resting, relaxing, recovering. You also have the Six of Cups. The Six of Cups can represent thinking about the past for sure. And again, I think for sure, if I can say that enough, with Leo being your opposite sign, I think both of you, and definitely you because it's showing up for you, there could be moments where you are wishing that things could be the way they used to be. And really, we have to kind of let go of that so that we can move forward. So if you're thinking oh, I wish things were easier, I wish I could, do the same things I used to do for my business and let them work. It's I think it's natural to feel that way right now, but we also need to realize that there are probably much, much better opportunities in front of us and much, much better ways of doing pretty much everything we want to do in life, but we just haven't discovered those ways yet. And I kind of feel the Six of Cups is talking about nostalgia and thinking about the past, but it's also saying hey, there could be better ways for you to do pretty much anything you want in your life, but you have to kind of either, research, learn, or educate yourself on those ways. With the Six of Cups, you have the Ten of Swords. Ten of Swords says something is dead, done, over with. So a lot of you could be removing yourself or from situations. Ten of Swords is also a card that says something from the past is dead, done, over with. But I'll show you actually, he is also making a symbol with his hands here that represents a blessing. And so he represents a blessing in disguise. And he basically says that, letting something go is going to bring a blessing in disguise or into your life. With the Four Swords, you have the Four of Pentacles. Yes, you might be holding on a little bit too tightly to things from the past. I do kind of see you moving forward, though. Here we have the Five of Wands, and this is coming up in your future position. I don't know if I said this, but I'm doing past, present, future, and you have that Five of Wands. Personally, I like the Five of Wands because those people are using sticks to fight. They're not using swords. And the card itself really says that you have learned through the conflicts that you've experienced in life. And these don't have to be bad conflicts. They could just be, little obstacles that you've overcome, any challenges you've overcome, anything like that. So I feel like you are moving forward. With the Hangman, you have the Seven of Wands. Seven of Wands, he's trying to protect his position at the top of this hill. he is wearing, it's kind of hard to see, but he's wearing two different shoes, or he's wearing like a shoe and a boot, And it kind of says that maybe he feels like he was rushed into something, like he had to rush out of the house, to defend his position at the top of the hill, and he wasn't really thinking, and he, kind of put on two different shoes because he didn't have enough time to, get the right shoes on, so he had to rush to do something. I kind of do feel a little bit, like I was saying, that some of you might feel like you're being pushed out of something, but I don't mean this like in a bad way. I mean this more as in, I think the universe is trying to kick your ass out of the nest here, Aquarius. It's like the universe is trying to say, you are ready for the next stage of your life, whether you feel like you're not or not. And, I feel this is saying it's time for you to, there will never be a perfect moment to do something, basically. And I feel that's what's going on here. You have this land between card and this powerful move card. So I feel people are going to start seeing the powerful moves that you are making. Again, that land between card is kind of like my purgatory card. You can see that it's this land in between two other parts of land. And maybe you have taken a little bit of a detour or several detours over the years where you've gone in directions you didn't think you would go in. But I think ultimately you are kind of getting to your finish line, whatever that is. And we see that. You have the powerful move card. So this card says you're making big moves at this time. This could be in an area of your life where there is competition. You have the Five of Wands. I always say, like, it doesn't matter how many people are doing something. If you're meant to do something, if something's meant for you, it's for you. So I think that, no matter what you are setting off to do in your life, the Five of Wands is encouraging you to do it no matter what, because, that's the thing that's going to lead to success. So I would get out into the world and I would see what you can accomplish and see, what you can do in your life. And I think that'll lead to the most success here. You have the Six of Pentacles. Six of Pentacles is a card of teamwork, and it says teamwork makes the dream work. I'm a big fan of teamwork right now, and you should be too. Pluto and Aquarius. Pluto and Aquarius is the collective, and anything we can do to work together with collective energy is just going to lead to a lot of success. And also, he's being recognized for the work that he's done here. And so I feel for a lot of you that if you are making big moves, you could be receiving recognition for the work that you're doing. But sometimes we have to share the work, or we have to put it out into the world, or we have to work together with other people. Those other people are helping guide him on what he has created. So it's like he can't do everything on his own. And I'm, like I said, if I were you, and I'm not even an Aquarius, although I'm an Aquarius rising, but what I would say is I have been super focused. Just look at my channel, look at how many people I collaborate with nowadays, right? There's a pretty freaking good reason for that. And so, I do this too, and I highly recommend that you do as well. Of course, not all collaborations will work out, but the ones that do, you will just get the rewards because you're working with the energy, and that's what I would do there. You have the Seven of Pentacles. Seven of Pentacles is a change in direction. Seven of Pentacles, he's looking at those pentacles and he's saying, is the juice worth the squeeze? Was it worth it for him to put the work into those Seven Pentacles? Or are there better things that he could be doing with his time? Are there other things that he could be working on? And I kind of feel like that's what you're trying to decide here with the Seven Pentacles. Should I keep working on what I'm working on? Or are there other things that I can, create, do, be, have in my life? And I kind of feel like you're just asking the question, and, as you make more powerful moves, also, I think that opens up the world of possibility. So you could be doing a lot more. With the Five of Wands, you have the Magician. The Magician is pointing to this card here, so I always pull the card he's pointing to, and there you go. You have this Uncharted Sea card. The Uncharted Sea card basically says you're going into uncharted territory. You are, learning new things. You're doing things you've never done before, and that's the Hangman, right? He has to, at a certain point, there's nothing more he can learn about an uncharted journey that he's about to start, but he just has to go on the journey. And I kind of feel the Magician is saying that. The Magician is also a card of reinvention, so you are clearly kind of reinventing yourself, which makes sense. Pluto in Aquarius is pretty simple. I think that for you, I think that you are really going to be taking your place in the world. I think that people are going to see the things that you're working on, whether positive or negative, so make it positive, right? With the Three of Pentacles, you have the Nine of Cups here. Nine of Cups is a card of wish fulfillment, and this to me looks like you getting fulfillment because you are being recognized again for the work that you do. Three of Pentacles is, he's finally getting recognized for his quality work, and the Nine of Cups would be fulfillment because you're being recognized for, what you bring to the table. With the Seven of Pentacles, you have the Five of Pentacles. Five of Pentacles is kind of says, do not call attention to your weaknesses. Again, this could be why it's saying that you should be collaborating right now, because you can't be good at everything. And the Five of Pentacles says, it is a card of poverty or being left out in the cold, but it really says that you should be focusing on your strengths and not focusing on your weaknesses, because that's the thing that will make you the most successful. You have this fire card. It says strong emotion, passionate love, or hate. There's a little bit of love here, so hopefully love. And of course, I would focus on love with this energy. You have this bridge card. It says successfully overcoming a problem. Love it. It does look to me like you could be kind of like solving problems and issues, you could even be being rewarded for overcoming some issues or problems in your life. And obviously that's a good thing. You have that, 10 of Cups, fortune after difficulty type of vibe here. You have this crown card. It says honor and respect will come to you. 3 of Pentacles. 3 of Pentacles is all about getting the recognition you deserve. You also have this younger man card. It says dealings or relationships with a younger man. You have this carriage. It says a journey, either physical or mental. Some of you could be meeting a new person. Again, wouldn't really call this a love reading necessarily. General reading though. So love is always available to us. And you do have that 10 of Cups and the Hierophant. So there could be a person and they could live at a distance, or you could just be traveling with a person as well. And finally, you have this great happiness card. So clearly, whatever you're working on here is going to lead to great happiness in the future. Pretty simple stuff. Like I said, love it. So thank you for being here and definitely enjoy your month.